Alright, so this is my first video where I'm actually going to be doing a little commentary. This is a full RPG island that has sort of, in my opinion, everything that you can do, with command blocks for this type of thing. So there's certain houses here that I used from Yohey the Android and some other person on YouTube I can't think of right now. So let's get to it. First of all, there's going to be, this is your world spawn here. You kind of start here on a shipwreck, and there's some barrels and stuff to use, a torch so you don't get blown up by a creeper in the first 2 seconds. And then you got this whole island here, so let me go through some of the features. First thing over here, you have a normal, village that spawns. You have your kill counter on the right there for zombies, so instead of dropping rotten flesh, it will add 1 to your kill counter, and that works for I think up to 4 people on the server. So right here, if you have 100 zombie kills, you can talk to this guy here and he'll do a little fireworks and stuff like that, whatever. Right over here, you have a guy that you can talk to, and for 1 emerald, you're going to be able to buy arrows. If you don't have an emerald, he's not going to give you anything. If you're looking to get emeralds and you don't want to travel 5,000 blocks in some direction to go find them, you can take spider silk or string and talk to this guy, and he will buy that off of you if you have any. So, just as an example, let's see. So I'll take some of those, show you how this works. Gave you an emerald for 1 string. And then you can take that to him, and he'll give you arrows for it. So it's just a way to get arrows that's much easier. And then there's this guy over here in this house that can give you food. It's just a convenience thing, but I added some sound effects. It's whatever. Got this nice little house here from Yohey the Android. And then, gives you some meat. So it's whatever. It's a cool little fun thing to do. Alright, so then on this side here, you have a little pirate cove type of thing. You have a little ship here, a broken dock, and this thing up here you can fish off of or whatever. And then you have some, people here you can, whatever, talk to. This guy will give you a villager for 20 wheat. He kind of explains that in the dialogue, or you can buy a drink from him, which is going to be a water-breathing potion. So, it kind of opens up exploration under the water without having to, beat your head against the floor trying to find a fortress and nether warts and all that kind of stuff. So, cool sound effects to go with it and whatever. And this guy just gets you drunk, talks about some stuff and, cool little, I think I put like a 10-second animation on here. Okay, whatever. So over here there's the middle of the island. It's sort of like a volcano type of thing. There's this cool middle area that's sort of hollowed out. Let me just get an overview of the whole thing so you can see what I'm talking about. It's kind of like an isolated big island, lots of cool spaces to build, and just sort of exist in. If you want to go exploring, that's whatever, you can do that. In the middle of the island there is a sort of like a sword in the stone type of deal with a quest associated, which I'll go over. And right here is a very ambitious project. I'll give you a tour. It's a randomized 3-level dungeon with randomized chests and mobs that spawn if you get within a certain proximity into the dungeon. Things to read, things to look at. And one of the cool things that I did here is made like a door key system. Like obviously you could just mine the door, but if you feel like kind of immersing yourself a little bit, you can go through the dungeon and locate where you would have a key, and if you throw that down, it's going to open the door for you to the next level. You just have to throw it on the ground. And like I said, this is a multi-floor dungeon, and each time you press that lever outside, it's going to sort of shuffle these 3 layers. So there's, I think I put 2 of each different, you know, level there. So for the sake of the video, I will just go ahead and show you all 3 levels. And there's some big rewards down here for, you know, if you make it all the way down. It's pretty tough. It spawns a lot of mobs, but there is a lot to do here. And real quick, I'll get out of here and just show you what it's like when you hit the lever to respawn the dungeon. So to press that off. It might give you the same one for the first level twice, because there's 2 versions of each level, but see how it respawned the door, and then the second level, okay, that's going to be the same. I'm seeing if I can show you the other levels real quick. At least a different level too. Yeah, here you go. So you know, you have some different things to explore around and look at. It's really neat. So it's just an extra thing to do in survival Minecraft to kind of make your experience a little more interesting, and then come back out and be like, you know, okay, kind of a fresh thing. So I made these boats that you can sail on. So if you want to kind of get away from this, you know, travel to some different biomes, I put this little boat here with a nice little sound that you can, you know, sail off. Yeah, there you go. It's just kind of like you took a, you know, little voyage out into the sea. And, you know, there are some biomes close by, like there's a snow one over here, I think, quite a distance away. Yeah. And if you want to go back, you know, you just hit the button. And boom, you're right back where you were. So it's just a way to kind of take off. Alright, so I think that covers that part of the island. One thing that makes this super convenient is that there's going to be a little potion shop over here that has sort of everything you need to get started with potions. It's something that I hate doing in normal Minecraft, trying to find the ingredients and do things like that. So, you know, got a lot to look at in here. It's kind of interesting. The design is from someone else on YouTube, Fairy something, I can't remember. You know, so you've got your cauldrons, your thing loaded up with blaze powder, you know, an enchanting table, and something cool for, you know, kids or whatever is these. You could press a button and it looks like you're, you know, adding ingredients to these cauldrons, and it does a little sound and effect for each one. You know, I thought that was kind of interesting. That one just blows up. Alright, and then I have this tower up here. You're probably wondering what this is. This is a way to cast spells, which are a little bit overpowered, but it's whatever. Some of them randomly spawn in here. Once every, you know, minute or so, you'll get 3 fresh spells. You have a magic missile that'll slowly deteriorate mobs in front of you. You have a lightning bolt you can cast wherever you want, and you have a fireball that'll go for quite a distance, but it does end. It doesn't go indefinitely, and that's just, you know, tears mobs to shreds. So it's a fun thing to do. You don't have to, but it's an option that doesn't exist in vanilla Minecraft. So there you go. And this guy will kind of tell you how exactly to make the spells. Right here, he's gonna explain what to type out and how to do that on your own. And then let me quickly show you just the other features here. You have this, which is just basically a glorified, fancy-looking enchanting table with the right amount of bookcases to make some really cool stuff, and an ender chest with some lapis lazuli so you can waste your experience and get started. Also in this world, there is a leveling system. So it's going to show your level, your like character level over your head, if you're level 2 or 5 or 10, it stops at 20. Every 20 experience levels, it's going to take away your experience and add 1 character level, which is going to give you, I think, an additional heart. And then at certain milestones, like level 5 or 10, it gives you like maybe an extra strength boost or something like that. This ship over here is really cool. It's an instance that will, if you talk to the captain, it will spawn you under the ship and start a little event where you have to take over like zombies. There's going to be a bunch of zombies attacking and you have to, you know, fight. So it's a cool little instance. Darkens things down, and then you have an invasion you're going to have to take care of with all these zombies up here. So it's really fun to do co-op, and then, you know, when you don't feel like doing it, you just jump off and whatever, you know, grind out some experience. It's whatever. Now you're probably wondering about strongholds and the Nether and stuff like that, so I figured it would be really nice to be able to access a stronghold without pulling your hair out. So if you jump down this well here and sink to the bottom, it's going to teleport you to a village far away that has a stronghold right underneath it. There's all these skulls here indicating how to get down there. It's something to do that you don't have to, you know, freak out going to find on your own. If you want to go back, obviously, you hit this button, you pop up back at your home island. And then if you want to get to the Nether, you know, you can get there however you want, but this is a cool way to get there, and it's going to take you on a little quest. So you're going to sail, spawns you on a boat in the middle of the ocean that's crashing. It's going to spawn you on an island as if your boat just, you know, crashed. You didn't make it there, so you're far away. You can run around, explore, because you can always come back to this location from that boat, and it's going to spawn you in this ruined tower here. Let me show you a picture of that. And at the top of the tower, as you might expect, there's going to be a Nether Portal. And of course, once you are in the Nether, I made that convenient as well. Just get in there and show you that. Okay, so we're here. It spawns you in a pretty unique location. I put some ladders around, I believe. Actually, no, I did not. So you are on your own. There's pillars here you can add ladders to, so that might be interesting to explore. And there's a little tiny ruin over there that you can explore that has 2 chests that are kind of loaded. If you open this door, it's going to take you to an awesome Nether Fortress entrance that's going to have a quest as well. And, you know, if you give this guy gas tears, he's going to give you a thing on a scoreboard, which is going to allow you to get a Nether star from a different NPC that I'll show you in a minute, and then you'll be able to get the sword from the stone, which is a cool little thing to do. So there's a lot to explore here. I could have swore I put something else around here, a button you can press that'll bring you to somewhere, but you know, I can leave that up to you to find. And I think there's only one more thing left to show you on this. So I'll get there. And really the whole idea of this map was just to make a something very open-ended that feels like survival Minecraft, but just some other stuff to do. This guy will teleport you back. It's a little animation. He says some stupid crap to get you there. And obviously he ports you up at a very inconvenient location. This is the guy that will give you the Nether Star. Only if you have given the other guy gas tears first. Then the last thing I have to show you is going to be just over here. If you feel like having a big sort of boss fight type of thing, if you're geared up to holy hell and feel like having a big challenge, you can come over here to this mountain and talk to this guy, and he's going to teleport you to a very, very, very deep down dark cave that's going to spawn a wither. And it's hard to see down here. You're gonna actually have blindness for a few seconds, which makes it even more difficult. And then once you get in, you gotta find your way. I'm gonna give myself night vision for the sake of it. Let me just go ahead and take a potion. Sure. Alright, so you're gonna spawn in here. And obviously there's caves attached to this. I kind of isolated this area, and as you walk down this hallway, it's going to teleport you to another location, which is Bedrock. So, there's sort of no escape here. And if you click this, it's going to spawn a wither. And obviously, there's a chest here. It would be nice if you actually tried to fight it before just grabbing the loot. I couldn't really find a way around that in a short amount of time. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty interesting fight. And this is the oh crap, get me out of here button. That's going to bring you back to the village. So that is the gist of it. There's probably a few more things that I forgot to mention. In here, there's a lot of uninhabited houses. If you wanted as like a starter house to mess around in, but in its essence, that's it. Play around, have fun, and yeah, that's it. Alright, take it easy.